when looking at our communications department, I found that we only have 3 full-time people. In comparison, Fredericksburg City, of 3,500 students and only 5 schools, also only has 3 people in their entire communications department. We have 24,000 students in 32 schools. If you look up above us in Stafford, there are 8 full-time communications positions. They include Chief of Communications, Assistant Director of Communications, there's 2 of them, Communications Specialist, Communications Coordinator, Communications Specialist of Digital Manager Coordinator, Assistant or Accounting Assistant for Communications, and Communications Administrative Assistant. They have 1 more school than we do, and they have 8 people. We have 3. I went to the director and asked her, could you use help? She said emphatically yes. In what areas? Areas like PR. That's the stuff I would like to. I'd like to focus on doing our community engagement, and so I went to work on trying to fill that position. Now, I'm not part of the political thing up here. I look at it as a superintendent is, for years here, all I've heard is that we have a short staff up here. So going in, doing that research and figuring out that that is the shortest staff in this building, I went about the effort to try and create that position to fill it. So we found that we have some empty FTEs. That money in that position was created here.
That position is coming to this board nefariously. It was not approved by the board. They've moved money. I'm saying that. They are moving money to make a new position.
Let's be truthful here.
It
happens a lot when you're talking personnel. Now, please finish your comment.
This position is not in our FTEs. Money is being moved from other positions to make a new FTE. That was not in our budget. Therefore, they're moving money to make a position that is not even in our system.
Which means that in the next budget session, in order for this person to keep their job, we're going to have to fund this position and potentially other positions that were critical that we could have funded that weren't voted on for the budget in the past will probably again not be funded. And this is not a position, and especially in the way that it was designated and how it's going to be supervised, is not something that directly impacts or benefits our students. And so I do also want to express that I am in support of hiring of everyone else on the packet, but because this position is there and because we did not follow the proper processes to be transparent and vote on the position and disclose these details to the public beforehand, I have to vote no on this packet.
Thank you, Ms. Cole.
Creating a new FTE, and it should be approved by the board. This new FTE needs to be approved by the board. This position is not even in our HR or in our finance computer systems, Munis. It's not even there yet. So we've never created this position. Where's the transparency? Where is the transparency for this position? We just changed a month ago. We changed 10 teaching positions to paraeducator positions so that we could bring paraeducators in for teaching positions that were working for their degrees. Came to the board. This is a new position, but for some reason, it didn't come to the board. Where is the transparency? Because my opinion on this position is that it's so that the people who are getting all sorts of bad press can write their own story so that they can have positive press, because I was actually told they need positive press. No, do our school division need positive press? Because that's what you're going to hear, that our school division needs positive press. We absolutely do. But we also have a wonderful community engagement department that could write those stories. They've been busy, yes, with the opening of school. But bringing somebody in to just brag on things that really probably, with all things that have been happening in here. School just started. We've got a lot of good things that are going to start, that started last week and that are going to continue to happen. We have an amazing staff.
This is a position that is under direction of the superintendent, which means I get to tell the person what they're going to be covering. I can tell you they're not going to cover the school board. They're going to be covering our students and our staff and the things that are great going on in our buildings, which we need to have more of. That will continue to be my focus.